Every day is different. Every day is exciting, but at the same time challenging. You get to have exposures that you cannot previously imagine. Our work is challenging. The people we work with, the clients, are going to be challenging.
There is nowhere else that you can do that sort of work and work with some particularly complex cases and really stretch your wings out and get a true sense of what some of these sorts of cases are like. So I was drawn to the challenge of that and knowing that there was nowhere else I could really get that experience and have that level of contact.
I definitely think that working with a challenging population of clients, that there are definitely times when you do notice you've had a positive impact in the way you've been able to provide treatment, and really makes you feel that what you're doing is worthwhile and that you're making some positive kind of impact in the world.
Yeah, I think it's about the small wins and what you can take from each day, because having that connection with our young people or just whatever client we're working with and noticing small changes, I think is a huge attraction for me to continue going back each day.
I thought, how can I challenge myself? And going into a world of working with families and children and young people and trying to keep them with their families, that's really rewarding.
And I think in this line of work, working for this department, there's this opportunity to be able to do work that doesn't just change or help the person in the chair opposite you, but helps their family, giving them another chance to go out and be a productive member of society, and then the victims' families.
If you're studying in a master's, definitely look at doing a placement with corrections, because it's a really fantastic opportunity.
There's a strong mentoring sort of aspect to our program, so you have that opportunity to actually be really mentored and supervised by very experienced psychologists in a particular field, whether it be violence, sex offenders, any other programs.
Can be stressful, but if you learn from the beginning, self-care, looking after yourself, getting good supervision, and making sure you have the correct supports in place, that you can have a really long and varied and rich career.
Flexibility in our working hours, the different types of leave, and I mentioned earlier that, for example, it allowed me to go on to pursue other further studies such as PhD.
When you really put it into perspective, there is a lot of power in what we do. At the end of the day, it does show that what we're doing is working.
In terms of advice, yes, about being open to change, being flexible, open-minded, but be passionate, be driven, want to do the work because it's such interesting work and it makes a difference.